So when you moved to Malmo in Sweden, what made that something that you wanted to do at the time that you did it?
Oh man, just whew, it was something I always wanted to do since like the first time we went out there in '94. It was just crazy to be somewhere, you know, after not traveling my whole childhood, just to be somewhere outside the country like that was just amazing. But I just really took to it, you know, when we started hitting all the places in Europe. I was like, wow. And then I fell in love with a city called Copenhagen in Denmark, where your name comes from.
Yeah.
Soren. I know so many people named Soren now. It's crazy. But
Not when you met me.
not when we met, but I was like, Soren is this is like John.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. My parents told me that because I was like, man, I've never met anybody with my name, and they were like, well, go to Denmark or Norway. You'll see lots of them.
Norway too.
And he knows it.
Yep. So yeah, I went out there and we were traveling a lot. And after the tours, I would always stay. So everybody else would fly back home. I would stay out there for like 2 weeks, a month or something, come back. Because my whole perception started to change of where I'm from and the world, basically. And I was like, why are we having to go through the things that we are going through when I'm living in other places? I'm seeing other places that's not even an issue.
Like specifically, what do you mean?
I mean, just the society in general, like diet, fast foods everywhere out here. You go out there, it's not, you know. So, you know, you have free education, healthcare, all that. Then I'm coming back home and I have friends that are dying for no reason and going to jail for stupid stuff. And then I go back out there and it's not existing anymore. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
So that's kind of what drew me to it in the first place. But being a bridge between the places, because they need stuff that we have here for sure, and they need us and we need them, you know. So I'm kind of caught that energy. So now that I've been out there 15 years, I moved to Malmo, Sweden, because I was working with a record label out there, and it's right on the border of Sweden and Denmark. Copenhagen is 20 minutes away, so it's perfect, you know. But I learned a lot out there, and as far as musically, it let me open up musically and just do a lot of different music that I wasn't forced to have to do here. So when I left, it was 2003.
Yeah, I remember because we would, I mean, we were hanging out a lot at the time playing basketball and everything, and then you're like, yeah, Soren, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to move to Sweden. I was like, what? I was like, what?
Yeah, right.
I was like, okay, when are you moving back? But nah. And then to be able to then still like have events out there and keep the momentum going, and then now you're coming back and spending more time here, living here and stuff, but then now you're doing a lot of events in LA with Krista Glove Taylor. So what do you guys have going on, and what are your plans for them?
Yeah, man, I was back in the 90s. I came up with this CaliHop theory, because California to me is the only place that has two genres of rap. And whenever they have a West Coast party out of the country, out of the state, it's gangster rap. And we kind of get excluded from that. When there's a West Coast, anything, extravaganza. And we didn't know what to call ourselves, I don't think. Like underground rap, backpackers, whatever, I don't know. So I got together with Farside, Souls of Mischief. We had a meeting on the roof on Highland in Hollywood.
Okay.
And we said we're CaliHop. This was in the 90s. So fast forward to now, it's always been in the back of my mind, and I've always said it. I'm CaliHop. I have songs where I've said it years ago. So when I came back here, you know, I wanted to put the CaliHop thing back. I came back last year, and I hooked up with my man Mean Green. Big up to Mean Green. You know, with the whole legalization of cannabis out here.
Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, man, Western Hemisphere. So I went down to the Turk market that he does, and I saw how that was going down. So we came up with CaliHop stage at that point. So Chris the Glove came in, like boom. So the whole concept is everyone's down with CaliHop stage. You know, CaliHop. You know, CaliHop stage is the performance we do, but everyone's included. You know, including gangster rappers. But we want to take this CaliHop thing worldwide and give people a better understanding of like how California works. You know what I'm saying? And next time we have a West Coast party, maybe you'll see the Far Side, maybe you see us, along with DJ Quick and Ice Cube and the rest of my bros out there.
Yeah, because I remember the one song in particular that I remember doing a good job of encapsulating that was California by Above the Law, because of how they had the two different beats. And like one was kind of more like sunny and bright, and then the beat flipped and then it was like super dark.
Right.
Then that kind of was a good like snapshot of what LA was like. Because I remember when I first came out here, and I'd be like, oh, where are we? And they'd be like, oh, we're in South Central, or oh, you're in Inglewood or something. And these are places I always was like, oh man, this probably. I'm like, man, this kind of looks like similar type of neighborhoods in Maryland. Like, what?
Looks nice.
Yeah, it like really threw me off when I first came out here.
Right.
Because you know, in Maryland, Baltimore and D.C. in particular,
if it's a bad area,
you
it's
can
a bad
tell.
area.
It's like it's not. There's no confusion out here. Because I remember too, even when Mac 10 was shooting the Thicker Than Water movie, I'd gone down on the set at least a couple times, and I told people, they're like, "You went down there by yourself at night?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" They're like, "Dude, don't do that."
Right.
But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Out here is just like when the sun goes down. Yeah, freaks come out at night.
Like Houdini said. Yes. And then musically, like bring everybody up to speed, like what you're working on and who you're collaborating with, what's going on.
All right. We're working on a new Alkaholiks project. I'll just leave it at that. The Lick Nuts album is getting mixed right now. I promise it's getting mixed.
It's been a decade in the making.
Yep.
Or more.
You know, when we first met, we came up with that. That's crazy. So it's really 20 plus years we've been saying that. But yeah, the Lick Nuts album with the Beat Nuts Alkaholiks is getting mixed out in New York and Las Vegas right now. And I cannot wait for that album to come out. Like, people gonna trip. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're just looking for a very good visual. We need to freak the visuals on it. The songs are crazy. We need to freak the visuals. So, holla at us.
There it is. And then
and I'm doing an album called Pacoima Elementary right now, and this is gonna come out on my Antics Music label. And we're changing the game because we're going back to selling hard copies again.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna force people to buy hard copies, and y'all probably think I'm tripping right now, but just watch.
It's gonna be on all three formats?
Antics Music.
CD, cassette, and vinyl?
It's gonna be hard copies. You can hold it in your hand.
Even better.
Yeah, you can hold it in your hand and you get something else with it. You know, you get a lot of, it's all about packaging now. You know, I think I'm moving into the packaging game with my companies and different products I mess with. So I'm gonna just combine them up, and you know, music is free these days. I think.
And then what about your health and diet? Because when we had you on Open Bar with Exhibit on K-Day about 1.5 or 2 years ago it was now, that was something that, you know, people were still getting used to with you. So what things have you sustained about having to change diet?
There's no secret diet. It's a mind state. So, you know, I've kept the mind state. I'm not as hardcore as I was back then, you know. So now I can enjoy life, you know. So you get to a point where, you know, you don't want to put bad things in your body. You remember the feeling, how it made you feel. The person that I was back then, I'd rather eat a stale piece of toast and a half glass of water than to go back to that. So that's what did it. I'm glad I didn't have to go through anything traumatic. A lot of people ask me, like, were you sick? Did something happen? I didn't go through anything traumatic. I just got to a point where it was like, I knew that I wasn't my best self, you know. I knew I had something under that, you know, I wanted to show people. So now, you know, a lot of people know it's real. Like, okay, he's really down with this. It wasn't like some quick fix or whatever.
Right.
So, but I'm not an extremist. You know, I have a cheat day. I drink soda on my cheat day sometimes.
Okay.
Like that, but you know, people always say, hey, can you eat this? When we go out and eat, they're real careful with me and stuff. I'm like, hey, I can enjoy something like that now, but it's not on my daily regimen.
Yeah. No, it's, you know, and the thing is, once the thing, like you were saying about the diet, is like, it's about being consistent with things so that, you know, people might see you out eating whatever, but they don't see those other 20 meals you had in a row.
Exactly.
Where you're eating, where you're eating the right way, or you're eating in line with being healthy.
It's like detoxing, you know. I don't like really to tell people to detox because it could go bad, you know. But I detox every day, you know what I'm saying? I drink water with fresh fruit chopped in it, and there's your detox right there. It's not overloading your body or nothing like that. You're drinking water that has living material in it. So, and if you don't know, a fruit or vegetable doesn't start dying until you cut it.
Right.
If it falls off the tree, it's still alive. So when you eat it, it's still living. So, you know, get your fresh fruits and vegetables up in you.
Get them on, man.
That naturalness up in you, you know what I mean?
Yep. All right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming through, J-Ro. Always a pleasure to see you, man.
Always.
Yes.
Coming back. I'm coming back. Y'all come see me in Malmo, Sweden. Peace out to my peoples out there.
In the beginning, hip-hop was ruled by the East Coast. Then the West Coast rose to prominence, thanks to gangster rap.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Hip-hop changed the world. Gangster rap changed the narrative.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
And then changed the world again.
Cause I'll come and take your life away.
The history of gangster rap features unheard stories, unseen photos and documents, all with exclusive interviews from the founders and players who shaped gangster rap.
I think a real gangster rapper has to scare you a little bit.
The history of gangster rap, written by veteran rap journalist Soren Baker. In stores now.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Quick. Be sure to pick up my homeboy Soren Baker's book, The History of Gangster Rap, if you really want to know what we do.